Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech, and today we have the Motorola Xoom. We're going to be unboxing this, but first of all, let's go over what it is. It's the first NVIDIA Tegra 2 processor. It's a dual-core, 1 gigahertz, with 1024 RAM for memory and 32 gigabytes of storage inside, and it has Android 3.0 on it. So that should be pretty interesting. It's the first tablet or device with Google's Honeycomb Android. So let's take a look at the outside. So this came without any wrapper on it, and I don't know if that's something, I don't believe it's been opened, but that's how it came. So let's look at the side here, nothing here. On here we've got a Xoom tablet, charger, data cable, product information, quick reference guide, some other information, and that's it. So let's go ahead and take the top off. Nice packaging, kind of Apple-like packaging. Here's the tablet itself, and it actually feels pretty heavy and substantial. Feels built solid. The first initial impressions, it feels built like an iPad. It's really nice and solid, and I guess it's a 10-inch screen as well. So here's the device. Let's look at what's in the box, and we'll go back to that. So here we have a charge cable. And strangely enough, it's not USB. It's one of those old style cables. I thought we'd done away with those, but maybe they just needed more power than the USB can handle. Kind of like the iPad has a larger plug. I'm not sure. And the Galaxy Tab also has a proprietary plug, so that's kind of weird. So here's the master your device, important consumer information, information about your radio frequencies, and it's 4G LTE upgradable, which is really neat. And product safety and warranty info. Here we have your standard Motorola, let's see, micro USB. Let's see right there. And that's pretty much it. That's what you get for your $5.99 on contract. And it's a lot more money than that off a contract. I think it's $7.99 or something like that. But that doesn't mean it's not worth it. I've never used this, so we'll have to look into that. So first of all, like I said, it's got dual 1 gigahertz processors. Has 1024 RAM. Comes with 32 gigabytes internal storage. So let's take a look at the outside. The resolution of the display is 1280 by 800 pixels. I don't know why I was thinking that. So 1280 by 800 pixels. And let's take a look at the outside. So here's the screen. We've got a 2 megapixel webcam. Let's see if we can take this off. And sorry for the reflectiveness. That's a pretty reflective surface. So 2 megapixel front-facing webcam. On the top we have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. And we got a little compartment here, which probably is the memory. Or actually, it has a fake SIM card that says 4G on it. So that's pretty interesting. And yeah, inside here we have a Microsd slot that has another piece of plastic in it to take the place of an SD card. So if you have an SD card and want to expand that 32 gigs of RAM, you can do that. So that's a nice advantage over, I guess, an iPad right away. So on the side we have volume, what looks to be volume buttons. I'm going to take this plastic off in a moment. On the bottom, 2 screws. We have a micro USB port. I don't know if this is a dock or a video out. I actually haven't looked into that yet. And it looks like we've got a charge connector, so maybe a dock or something like that. But I'll look in that for the review. And if you know what it is, just feel free to let me know. I haven't looked at any other unboxings of this. And then we have our charge port here. Looks like we got a microphone right there too. There's a little tiny hole. And on this side we don't have anything. So let's see if we can pull this off and take a look at the back, where we have our 5 megapixel camera, LCD or dual LCD. Looks like stereo speakers, and your power button and lock button. It has a little lock on it. So let's go ahead and, okay, well, they really want to protect this, which is nice. It's a nice tablet and quite an investment, but leaving some residue here as I pull this. Oh, that stinks, but, oh, okay, that just wipes right off. I was afraid that was going to stay right on there, and that would be no good at all. This comes off a lot harder than you'd think. There we are. So we've got this white powder on it that can wipe off. Metal. It says, with Google, Verizon. Let's go ahead and power it on for the first time. Let's hold this button here. I've never used Honeycomb. I've seen a few demonstrations. and we'll go ahead and activate it. So what I'm going to do is turn off my overhead light, I think, because this is really reflective. There we go. We got the overhead light off, and that should help out as far as you seeing the screen quite a bit, and you can see the camera and the reflection there. It's a pretty reflective screen, just like an iPad though, so I'm not complaining, just saying. It's pretty neat. Alright, it says welcome. Let's bring it in here a little bit. Welcome. There's a little Android. Start. Okay. Activating on Verizon Wireless. We'll see what kind of... Now, I'm in a basement when I film this, or actually kind of a split level. So, it should be interesting to see what kind of connectivity we get here. Now, I could use Wi-Fi, but I'd like to use the Verizon Wireless. Give you the full experience if you were to go out and buy this today and see what it's like. So, still waiting for it. And size-wise, if you're interested, I actually have my iPad in its case next to here. I read my notes off of that. Here is the iPad, just to give you in its case, but just to give you an idea, basically it's the same size almost. I mean, it's a little bit narrower here, or narrower here. You can't see that, so, but kind of the same size. Just to give you a quick idea. Move that out of the way here. All right. We'll hit next to continue with setup. Touchscreen is nice and responsive. Gmail backups, blah, blah, blah. Let's skip that. I want to get right into it. So that's pretty nice. I haven't seen this other than in videos, and that's definitely a change from the Android I'm used to. So let's go ahead and go to the browser right away. And we'll go to Zollotech.com. Wow, this is kind of neat. Zollotech, never turned this on before. We'll go to, whoops, that's not what I wanted. What's going on here? So, there we go. Nice and responsive, really quick. That I can appreciate, that's for sure. Let's see, it's loading, got a nice little status bar going across. I'm going to have to do an overview of Honeycomb. It looks like, but just want to kind of do a first turn on this. I'm blown away by how nice this is. Honestly, when I think of an Android tablet, honestly, that's the real good use case for it. It may sound odd. I prefer an iPhone for my phone. I just find myself going back to it, but this looks really nice. I don't know. I mean, nice and responsive. And obviously, Honeycomb, for those of you who don't know, was designed for tablets. So this is just as smooth as an iPad. Let's check rotation here. Oh, nice quick rotation. Let's zoom out here a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Zoom out, bring that in, let's turn it back, and we're back. Yeah, I like this a lot right off the bat. I can tell you here we've got, you know, honestly, I really don't know a whole lot about Honeycomb on tablet. I haven't used it, so let's go to the apps up here. Yeah, this is a whole leap above what Android is currently as far as on a tablet with the Galaxy Tab. I think this is much nicer, just the way it looks already. So I'm gonna get into this, really learn some Honeycomb Android, as it's definitely a little bit different than I'm used to, and go from there. So there's what's already open. Bring it back up. It's awesome. This is nice. So this will be neat to see what we compare it to when we've got the next iPad, because the one thing that Apple was, or I'm sorry, not Apple, but Android was really lacking is polish, and this seems much more polished. So if there's anything you guys want to see specifically that I can go over later, please let me know, and I'll cover that, just because, like I said, I'm not as familiar with Honeycomb. This is the first time I've ever used it. You're seeing me use it for the first time, so that's pretty much it. Here's 3G, just to give you an idea. It looks like we've got full bars. I do have a 4G air card. I'm not sure if the SIM card will work from that, and we'll give that a try. Although I don't have 4G around me. I have to travel a little bit for that. So let's hit this button here. Some nice quick notifications. Tap off of it. Wow, this thing is fast. So, really cool. I'm going to get into this, use it for a while, and go from there. This is Aaron. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you next time.